Hello everyone. So today I'm going to talk to you about neurodivergence. So maybe you are yourself um, highly sensitive or on the autistic spectrum, or you have ADHD, or maybe you are highly gifted with a very quick brain, or maybe it's your child. I just wanted to make this video around the fact that there is nothing wrong with you or with your child. uh. Um, Maybe you have been feeling like too much in your life, and it's the same for your child. Maybe you are too sensitive, too fast, too intense, or the opposite. Like you don't fit into this world, and you feel like you're lacking of something, lacking of focus, of attention. That's what's been told to parents nowadays, with children who have been diagnosed with ADHD. They should sit still, they should be, less active, um, less noisy, being calmer, and not not being that intense really, and that loud, and that and so active. So I really wanted to share my own story around that, because I have myself um, been in a school system, in France, where it was really difficult for me to fit in. I wasn't diagnosed at the time with ADHD, and at the time, we didn't have that much focus around those different neurodivergence types. But I was really highly gifted, and so my brain was functioning really quickly. I It was very tiring for me to stay in a classroom, because I was thinking much more quickly and deeper than everyone else. And so for me, I always had to slow down things, my way of processing things and ideas and thoughts. I was really always many steps ahead, and I still am. Today, I haven't changed that much. It's just that I don't have to sit into a classroom. That's the big difference. So I wanted to share today my story, because it's the same as well with either you or your child who has been diagnosed with ADHD. It's around fitting into the system that is much more linear. There's a lot of structure, and it can be really difficult for either you, because what I see during my sessions is that often there's a connection, between your child, yourself, and maybe your parents or ancestors. It goes down into the family. Either it's through genes or through behaviors, but either it's taught or it's an inner thing that's been inherited. But yeah, often it goes down into families. So if you have a quick brain, there are big chances that you have one or two parents who are the same, and grandparents the same. If you're hyperactive yourself, or really creative, intuitive, and you weren't able to use that um, in the school system or at work, was trying to, that's really ADHD. It's really a person who is more who has a left brain that is dominant. Sorry, a right. You see, I'm mixing both. I'm mixing both. It's a person who had the right brain dominant, and trying to fit into a left brain dominant structure, you know. So, you know, the school system, I mean, is different in each country, but it can often be focusing a lot on, you know, more intellectual skills. And whereas someone who has like ADHD is going to be more talented with creative and intuitive tasks. And so that's when it can be really boring and tiring for a child or someone like you who's watching the video today to, you know, trying to fit in into an environment that is not adapted to who you truly are. So that's what I see during my sessions. It's actually connecting your inner world to the outside world, you know, doing that connection, reconnecting both of your worlds, because that's what's happened to me during my childhood, is that I was trying to adapt so much my outside world. There was such a huge gap between my inner world and the outside world that I was trying, you know, it was really tiring, you know, taking a lot of my energy, a lot of effort to adapt to my outside environment. So I really disconnected my body and my emotions to be able to survive in an environment that wasn't um, that wasn't really helping me to be myself, you know. And that's what's still happening today, you know, in today's society, either at work or in the school system as well. That's what I can see, you know, during sessions worldwide. So what I do during sessions, you know, working either with adults or children or both, it's actually reconnecting the brain, the emotions, and the body together to really help you um, learn again, you know, reprogramming yourself to listen to your body, listening to your emotions, and then um, accepting to be more yourself, you know, centered in yourself, and allowing your outside reality to follow your inner world and not the opposite, not being always in survival mode and adapting to outside circumstances. And what I can see during sessions is that often, you know, if your child is hyperactive or has ADHD and, you know, or, you know, neurodivergent, you know, or too quick, you know, with the really quick mind, or hypersensitive to things, you know, maybe with the autistic spectrum as well. Often what happens is that when one of the parents or both of the parents are actually accepting themselves, those differences, and valuing those differences, being more themselves, authentic, and not blocking their emotions and connecting back to their body, being at peace with who they truly are, then it actually has a ripple effect on their children. So that's why I wanted to make this video today, is really to show you the impact of being authentic and valuing who you truly are, and not seeing your differences like something that you need to either hide or correct or adjust. You know, it's the opposite. It actually, all those differences that maybe have been a struggle for you in the past is actually a gift. It's a talent of yours right now, and I really want to urge you to really to focus on those gifts and increase even more those gifts in today's world, instead of, going back to your past conditioning that wanted you to adapt to a society that was very more into, processes, structure, maybe more rational, more masculine. So in today's world, in today's society, we really need people to be more balanced with their feminine energy, with their intuition, their creativity, and having more that balance between the masculine and the feminine energy. So that's what's really required from everyone today, being more authentic. And as a parent, as a father or as a mother, allowing your child to be more who they truly are, to express themselves authentically, and instead of fitting in to today's society. Because as you know, or maybe you don't know, but I'm going to remind you of that today. Today's society is dysfunctional. So all the different systems, the school system, the health system, the political system, I would even say more the family system, if you want to call it a system, they're all systems that are dysfunctional. So that means that if you want to be healthy, you need to do the opposite of fitting into those different dysfunctional systems, because you want to be someone who is functional and not dysfunctional yourself. So now is all about deprogramming yourself and not fitting in. So it's a big message today for you to fully be yourself, to shine your light into the world and help the world change and transform itself to be functional and healthy. So that's how yourself, you can be a healthy person and you allow your children to be healthy as well. And then that's how we are all planting seeds to change today's society. And so today's children who have been diagnosed with those differences, they are actually helping us, helping the world to change for a better place. That's what they're doing. So instead of seeing your child or yourself as a burden, see yourself and your child or your children as beings of light, okay? As beings that are bringing light in on earth to help make those really deep and big changes, to have that huge impact on the earth today. So I hope that video has helped you, and please share it with others who really need to hear that message today. Please subscribe to the channel as well. And I'm putting my link below if you want to have a session with me or a coaching program as well to help you and or your child through that neurodivergence way of life, to really navigate, to help you navigate with those challenges as yourself, but also maybe as a parent. And I see you in the next video really shortly. Bye bye for now.